And that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 39-yard line.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 25, check 25, check 25. Gun. Check 51, match box.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. 8, switch up. Hey, watch that. Check.
The former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett, the rookie with the carry. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Ready? 88. 54. I'm coming for you, son. Check. Check 3.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37.
Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
20.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
First down and 10.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
Yeah, baby.
In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
Alert. 54. Mike 54. You ain't doing nothing today. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Great.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Look at it. Gun. 54. All day, punk. Take 4. Take 8.
Now Newton on first down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 16 yards, a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Step 180. Mike 54. Watch the pass.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal on the Seahawks 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Stop your whining. 20. Switch it. 8.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming.
It's now third and goal.
Set. 180. Mike 54. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
From the gun, here's Newton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
From the 22, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Mike 54. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
On third down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. K1 short in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Fourth down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 23. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready to eat? 54 miles. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows to 10-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Gano the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you
don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson now going to throw again. Completes it to Dixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Completes it to Fant on the right side. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Mike, ready? Watch the slant, watch the slant.
On second and 9, Wilson over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 10-yard line.
Hey, 59, 59. All day, baby, all day.
On second and 9, Wilson being chased out left. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Eric Reed on the tackle. 5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
36 power. 54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, check. Watch 54, watch 54. It's a party now.
To throw is Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Ready? 180. Mike 54. Oh, here we go. Oh, gun.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Keep playing on.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Let's get it. Ready? 180. 54, Mike. Y'all not ready. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. 20. Off. Let's get it.
On 3rd down, Newton. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Returnable for Lockett. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. And now that one really widening up. The Bucs have just scored again. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along.
Check. Watch 54. Check right.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more coming.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 29, Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd and long.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson keeps himself upright. Escaping the pressure right. He's got Lockett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 16.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Check, 59. All day, baby, all day, all day, all day. Hey, look. 59. Mike 50. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check 59. Right.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now it's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Mike by 4. They can't hang with us.
Wilson now to throw on third down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Panthers 17, Seahawks 7.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Mike 54. You don't want this.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Shaq Thompson came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Wilson. It's caught. Block it. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Ready. 54 Mike.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's south, baby. That's baby south.
Play action. It's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun. Wilson in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. That's taken on the 25. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 43-yard line.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Strip that ball. Joker, 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 Joker. Great.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's it. 188. 50's the mic. Check pass. Kill. Hey.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Mike spot 4.
Here's Newton. Flushed out right. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the backer.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check. Great.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
That's it. 180. 3 bucks.
They'll try the air now with Newton. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
They come out here in the I. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Great.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Mike 54. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And Dixon has it. 11 yards there, first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Green 80. What we got?
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Green 80. Mike 54. On the ball.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is Carson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Seattle.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Johnson. It was Eric Reed in on the stop. And we're back. Now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Check 56. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made by K1 Short. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Wilson operating from the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
Let's go.
Hey, exit. Get it.
Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Again, it's Johnson. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Go tackle, let's go. Got it. Check out read.
Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 1.
36.
They'll run with Scarlett. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jordan Scarlett with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Keep it up, guys.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Wilson dancing to his left. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
I'm trying to collect. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Alert. Mike 54. Mike 54. You don't want nothing, baby.
Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
First down, Seahawks.
What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Right there, 54 Mike. You remember me? Let's go, baby.
They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They run it with Carson, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, Johnson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Johnson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Dontari Poe, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
Ready, break. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Carolina, they move ever closer